Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have 5 polishes from I Am Custom Color. This is the Artist's Ink collection. This is going to be a permanent line in Ashley's shop. This will also continue to grow over time. Right now they are all pastel cream polishes, and I wanted to explain something before I got into the actual swatches of this. The way I do my swatching is I'll do the individual swatches that I put on Instagram first, where it's just one nail so I can get a feel for the polish. Then I'll go in on a different day and swatch, on my full hand. Typically I will wear one polish all day. I'll do both hands and then I'll wear it all day just to see how it wears. So most of the time my swatch videos are recorded on separate days. So the lighting changes, my nail shape might change. There's variables. That being said, I just wanted to explain that because in my individual swatch videos, I will have some 2-coaters that I did 3 coats in this video for. It's obviously not because the polish changed, it's more just because I was heavy-handed that day or I was doing thinner coats. Whatever the case may be, I will let you know if the 3rd coat is necessary or if 2 coats are necessary and I wanted 3, I'll let you know. So like I said, 5 cream polishes and perfect for spring, so let's go ahead and get started. Our first polish is called Manet, and this is a sky blue cream polish. Here's our first coat of Manet. This applies super well, pretty evenly. Obviously it is a little bit sheer on the first coat, but it's got a great formula, really easy to work with. It's a little bit on the thicker side, but not thick that it's hard to work with by any means. So there's one coat. Here's our second coat of Manet. So like I was telling you earlier in my intro, this one I actually was able to get opaque in 2 coats, but for the sake of this video I did do 3. So there's 2 coats. And here's a 3rd coat of Manet. But you'll see that it was pretty much fully opaque in 2 coats. I just tend to get a little bit heavy-handed sometimes. Again, very easy to work with. So there's 3 coats. Our next polish is called Monet, and this is a lavender lilac polish that's got almost like a cobalt undertone. Here's our first coat of Monet. This has a great coverage on the first coat for a light purple polish. I do have a couple other light purple cream polishes and they tend to be thinner and runny. This one actually has a really great formula and a great consistency. A little bit thicker, just like Manet, but again, not hard to work with at all. So there's our first coat and our second coat of Monet. And this one does cover completely in 2 coats. These will dry to like a matte velvet finish. I don't want to say matte because they're not matte, but they're a little bit velvety. And they also dry super quick. So there's 2 coats. Our next polish is called Degas, and this is a bubblegum pink cream polish. Here's our first coat of Degas. This one has pretty good coverage on the first coat as well. This was another one that is actually opaque in 2 coats, but for the sake of the video I did 3 coats because I could see some bald spots, but depending on your application, 2 to 3 coats. There's our first coat. Here's our second coat of Degas. I have worn this a couple of times though, and I only needed 2 coats. It's actually been on my toes since I got it, so I needed 2 coats there. So there's our second coat and our 3rd coat of Degas. Again, this is unnecessary. But this has a great, easy to work with formula, again a little bit on the thick side, fast dry time, matte velvet finish, add a top coat, and it goes beautifully. Our next polish is called Renoir, and this is like a buttercream yellow cream polish. Here's our first coat of Renoir. I think this has the best coverage of all of these polishes, which is crazy because it is the lightest color. Again, great formula, easy to work with. They all pretty much have the same thicker formula, but not hard to work with thick. So there's our first. Here's our second coat of Renoir. This one covers completely in 2 coats. Again, quick dry time. And our last polish is called Van Gogh, and this is a green cream polish. It's a little bit minty, but also it kind of has like that Caribbean blue to it, maybe as an undertone. And here's our first coat of Van Gogh. This one has probably the most even coverage of the collection. Really good formula, really easy to work with. I really love this color. So there's our first coat, our second coat of Van Gogh. And this one covers completely in 2 coats for me. Depending on your application, you might need 3. Great even coverage though. So there's 2 coats. Like always, I had a really hard time picking out a favorite polish, but I did choose Van Gogh. It's a really pretty green polish. I don't have a lot of greens that I reach for all the time, but I have found myself with this on my hands 3 times since I've gotten it. That's not including my swatches. A close second was Renoir because I like yellow. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Down below I will link I Am Custom Color's shop as well as their Instagram page where you'll see more of this collection as well as other things that Ashlie has going on. I'll also link my Instagram page down below where I'll have more swatches of this collection as well as individual video swatches that I was telling you about earlier. Let me know in the comments below what you think, what you want to see, if there's any particular collection you'd like to see swatched, and I will do my best to accommodate. Thank you guys again so much, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.